Good morning, boys and girls. It's time for the Cap Guy Show starring the Cap Guy, and that is moi. That's me. Hope y'all are having a good Wednesday. It's really chilly here in Oklahoma, but it's going to be warmer this week. Maybe some storms on Monday, but it's Oklahoma, so we expect that kind of stuff. Sold 10 items since yesterday's video, 3 last night, and then I woke up this morning, I had a few more sales, and then my phone just went crazy dinging, and I ended up with 10 to the post office, and I've sold one since then. So let's get into what I sold, and I'll give you the numbers afterwards, and what I sourced today, because I sourced again today. Okay, the first thing that I sold, and it was actually the last thing I sold, but it's in the wrong order, but that's okay. It's what I sold today. These are Harbinger heavy lifting gloves. They're like weightlifter gloves with straps. Sold these for $10.99. I got them at the bin, so I didn't even pay a quarter for them. They're brand new. Got shipping on top, so made about $10 on these, actually, with shipping involved. The next two items are going to be these military Hot Wheels that I bought last summer. I bought a bin of them, and I've told the story before, but I bought a bin of them. They're Matchbox and other brands, but they're little 164, and some are smaller Micro Machine type military games. There's probably 150 or so in the bin. I paid $60 for it. I've already made my money back a long time ago, and now I'm just in the profit. I'm selling the last probably 30 that I have. I sold this lot of 2 for $9 plus shipping. Had nothing in it because I'm in the profit. And then this lot I sold for $5 plus shipping. And there's 3 in this lot. And on each one I made about $6, $9. So I'm making about what I've sold them for, plus a little on shipping. The next item I made, sold this, paid to $5.35. I can't find the what I paid for, but that's the most I would have paid for it at a Goodwill. St. Louis Cardinal Jim Edmonds True Fan Adult XL jersey. Sold it for $18 plus shipping, and so it's it's screen printed, but it's got Jim Edmonds' name. Of course, he doesn't play anymore, but it's got his name on the back, and it's a little bit more of a vintage type jersey. This one I made about $10.50 on. The next item, I found this in the bins. It's a New York Yankees ball cap from 2009 World Series. It's got the inauguration season information on it right here. Inaugural season. And sold that for $12.90 with shipping on top. And I made $12 on that. The next is a switching power supply. I've had this for a while. It actually goes to my grandson's hoverboard. And I bought him a new one when he moved. He couldn't find his, so I went online and bought him one. And then I found this one and figured out what it was. I put it online to sell it, and I sold it for $14.80 plus shipping. This is going to Australia. So off that, I made about $14. The next item I paid $3.93 at Goodwill for it here locally. It's an Alien. It's about 16 inches high. It's new with tag. It's 2004, Roswell, New Mexico. It's actually pretty cool. It's a plush, and unfortunately, it's got glitter on it, so I got glitter all over my black shirt this morning, but hey, it is what it is. I got rid of it, and it took up some room, too, and I had it on the 15%. So I got $22.09, and this bad boy is going to Italy. So thank you, my friends in Italy, for that purchase. The next item I sold was a Marmot. I found 2 of these recently, and I watch Part-Time Pickers on YouTube, and Matt loves to wear these things. I don't find them very often, but I found this one and another one, and I've still got the other one online. It's blue. This one's gray, 2XL. Sold it for $22.50. I paid $7.37 at a Goodwill for it. Shipping on top, went in a flat rate envelope, and after everything, I made about $12 on it. This is a Carhartt t-shirt, and bought it at the bins. Paid about, actually I paid about $1.50 for it because it weighed almost a pound. It was a heavy 3XL t-shirt. Sold it for $13 with free shipping, so I only made $4 off this. And again, that's kind of the reason I'm getting out of this clothing stuff. There's just not a lot of margin in it. For me, I'd rather do the hard goods. The next item, I found this at the bins a couple weeks ago with about 5 different fedoras. I've sold one of them already for $35. This one I got $20 for, plus shipping, and that went in a priority box, number 7. And I made $17.50 off this after everything. So not bad. Like I said, the numbers, 10 items, $19.08 in cost of goods, $142.28 in sales, and profit off of those 10 items is $107.50. I've sold a t-shirt this morning. I'm not going to make but a couple dollars off that, but again, I'm trying to move the inventory of clothing and get into the hard goods. Today I went to Goodwill and I went to another local thrift store, and I spent $98.18. I only spent $14.78 with on Wednesdays they have a discount for seniors, and I'm a senior. So I got that. So I got some video games and a flashlight, and I'll show you those real quick. The first one is this Xbox One, and all these I paid $1.72 for. The Division, I left a couple behind. They're $2.02 normally. Most of these are worth about anywhere from $8 to as much as $25. Now this is Injustice, Gods for All, or Us, I'm sorry. PS3, Nintendo, or Need for Speed, The Run. The next one, this is probably the most valuable of the ones I found. It's the PS3 Alice Madness Returns. Angry Bird has got some value, close to $20. This is for Wii. Angry Birds Trilogy. Here's another Xbox game. One Family Fun Pack. That's a decent one. And then Diablo isn't worth a whole lot, but it's over $10, and I'm paying $1.72 a piece. And then this flashlight. This is kind of old. You can see the tag on it, Ace Hardware. It's an adjustable beam flashlight. It's still new in the package inside the box. Looks like it sells for about $18, and I paid $1.81 minus my discount, so I ended up spending $1.54 for it. Some of the other things that I found, I went to the other store, and again, I'm mainly looking for games there, and I did find a couple of cheaper PS games. But the lady that runs it, her son had brought in a bunch of his collectibles of Batman, and I paid up a little bit on a couple of them. This I paid $5 for, but it comps out over $20. It's a 1,000-piece sealed puzzle, and a lot of this is from the 90s. Some is a little newer. Here's a Dark Knight Rises Catwoman Bat Pod. I got a bunch of, I'll just dump these out. Most of these figures that I've got here are from 1993, and I gave $1 a piece for them. So I'm going to go through those. I didn't look every one of them up. Then I found this mini Funko Pop of Freddy Krueger for $1, and I just had to have that. I didn't know why. But there's one of these Millers, and it looks like some kind of a compressor company, but this is kind of the Walking, or the Welding Dead instead of Walking Dead. It's a play on words. But there's one that's a Miller's bobblehead that's worth over $100. I didn't find this one, so I'm going to do some more research on it. I paid 99 cents for that, by the way. This looks like it has a little value. It's Superstars Ash. It's not very old. And then I had a bunch of these cars and Batman figures. This one looks like it has some value. It's a multiverse Batman without the mask. The Joker doesn't have a lot. Again, there's a bunch of cars in here, as you can see, and I'll go through those. And then she had these for $1.99 a piece, and there were 10 of them new in the box, and they're basically lights. I comped these. I asked her if she'd make me a deal if I bought all 10, and she did. She would give me $1 a piece, but they're comped out at selling for $12.50 plus shipping. So I should make some pretty good profit off that box. If I can get that price, then I should make about $100 off that box. What else did I find? Some more Batman Legos. Again, some more cars. These are not in packages as the others were. And then a Batman pin. And then she had this, and this comp's new, and it is new. It's sealed inside. It's a DC Bat cave. The only problem with it is everything's in it except for the two metal figures inside. And so it won't be worth $45 anymore. I gave $5.99. It comped out. Somebody paid close to $20 for one of these without the figures. So that's what I'm shooting for. The games I got were NCAA football 2005, Madden 01, that's got a little value. And then NCAA 04, and that's worth, I'm sorry, the Madden is worth a little bit. I paid $1 a piece for those. Then I got a PS3 cables in the box, new, and Xbox cables, HDMI cables, and they're also new in the box. Those, the PS ones have a little more value. And then this, I did not have a clue. It's a, so it was only $1.99, and it's got it's railroad stuff, and that stuff's collectible. It's got some tickets and some Rock Island Frisco patches and some coins from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. So I'll look that up and see what I can find. It probably doesn't have a comp on it because it's kind of unique. I think somebody made that. And then the last thing I bought was this star, and it's a Batman. It's kind of an Asian theme, throwing star, return. And the only comp I could find even close to that was $30, and I paid 99 cents for it. It's very sharp. So I'll play with that and see what I can find. And then of the stuff yesterday that I found, I haven't had a chance to go through it. I was real busy shipping yesterday, and I had bought some, in one of my previous videos, I talked about some 64 games I bought a couple weeks ago at a yard sale. They were really dirty, and I needed to clean them up, and I didn't want to, sell them until I knew they were working. So I got my 64 system in the mail that I bought. I spent $105 on a system with 2 games. The 2 games were Mario Kart and Super Mario, which is one of the games I had found at that yard sale to test. And so basically those 2 games are worth $35 each, comped. So I basically paid $35 for a Nintendo 64 with a remote and an expansion pack. And I'm going to keep the system to use to test games as I do others. And then I'll sell all the games. Donkey Kong and Mario loaded up quickly last night. Of the ones I had found, they're all authentic. The rest of the games did not, and I had to re-clean them with Q-tips on the contacts and really get them clean because they were really filthy. I got them all working. So the big one out of that one's going to be Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's worth about $70 to $80. And I gave $1.56 a piece for them, so it was nice to first confirm that they were all authentic. They are not remakes or copies. They are authentic games, and once I sell all that, I'll be well in the profit just off the games, and then the 2 games I bought with the system will pay for almost that whole thing. So I'll have $35 plus taxes that I paid, so about $40 in that Nintendo 64, and I'll get to keep that and use it for other games. Other than that, I had a story I wanted to tell. I sell a lot of Simpsons stuff because I bought out a collection back in the fall, and I had some that I wasn't even going to sell. There were some Simpson house shoes, and they weren't worth a whole lot, but I just needed to get rid of stuff. Excuse me, still getting over this cold. And anyway, I finally did list them at $20 with shipping on top, and I got a buyer, and the lady sent me a message when she bought it, and she said they were for her husband for his birthday, and that he had an old pair, and he just wouldn't get rid of them, even though they had holes all through them, and he had them for years. So she was really appreciative. She got them, and she really liked them, and she wanted to thank me again for selling them to her because she wanted to throw the old ones away, and she couldn't get them off his feet. So thank you for your purchase. I'm glad your husband got some new shoes and maybe won't embarrass you around the family when he's wearing Holy Simpson shoes, but Homer Simpson shoes, I'm not sure I'd wear them, but hey, if that's what you do, that's what you do, and everybody is unique in their own way, and I appreciate that. Have a great day, folks. Comment, subscribe, like, do all of it. Tune in again, and keep making money.